This is a 52-inch Tyeb ceiling fan for the late 70s to early 80s. It is an antique copper finish with an ornate oak leaf motor housing, and it is variable speed. The control there is this pull chain you see is a single speed pull chain, and then the control itself is a variable speed knob that you'll see on the switch housing. It gives the fan an infinite range of speeds from very, very slow to high. So I'll go ahead and turn the pull chain on, and then we'll come up here and show you how this knob works. It's currently in an off position, and I'll go ahead and turn it on. It's on its lowest setting right now. You're gonna have to help it out a little bit if you keep it on the low speed setting. If you want the fan on very, very low for aesthetic purposes, then this is where that's where you'd want to have it. This is an imported fan. It's made in Hong Kong, and Tyebs are I guess more common in Texas because nobody else that fixes fans up seems to find them, but they are all over the place down here. I guess they were the kind of our builder fans before, kind of up until the mid 80s. As you can see, this is low speed, and right now it's going to go about 30 RPM or so. You will hear a hum with the variable speed motor. It's because just the solid state motor, the way it interacts with the solid state control, where the way it interacts with the motor, that's just the way it the control. That's the nature of the control. There's nothing wrong with the fan at all, but that is going to be, if noise is an issue for you, then this is going to be a downside to this type of fan. And I'll begin moving it up in speed slowly, just to show you. I'll come back down to show you the full view of the fan. These blades that I have on it were stripped, sanded, refinished by me. The side you see right now was finished with almond, and then on the other side there's kind of a lighter cherry, and then I went over them with, I think, a semi-gloss polyurethane, and they came out really, really nice. This was a fan that I had used as a project about 10 or 12 years ago, I think. Wanted to hang on to it, but I really don't have any use for it currently, and I've been holding on to it for years, so figured to see if anybody would want on eBay. It's kind of a medium speed that you see right now. And again, that hum is just because of the control. There's nothing wrong with the fan. This fan is actually non-reversible. I was kind of surprised by that because most fans that look like this are reversible. So, but it also mounts with a J-hook, so that might have been a safety thing. They used J-hooks before they went to the standard ball and socket canopy. As you see, we approach the higher speed range. You can hear some air moving off of it already. Blades aren't that steeply pitched, but as you'll see, it more runs off of speed as I go ahead and crank it up to high. And you'll really be able to hear the air whipping around. I'm going to come down to show you what the fan looks like on high from a distance. Now, being an import fan, it's not going to be quite as much air as, say, a Hunter Original or a Casablanca, but I can still feel a pretty good amount of air moving off of it on high. And again, this is a wonderful looking fan. It's very ornate, very vintage looking, and then with the hand finished blades, just kind of gives it an extra nice touch. So if you're looking at this on eBay, the winning bidder will have a choice of these blades or the more standard kind of composite lighter oak finish blades that usually came with these. But I will start this off at a lower price than I would a Hunter Original, just because it is an imported fan. But still, this type of fan very similar to Casablanca in style, and the Tyeb made a version that was pretty close to the Casablanca Zephyr. That was kind of their flagship fan through the mid '80s before they I guess kind of went under. But the very heavy cast motor in there. It's a dependable fan, and I think it'd be a good addition to somebody's home that's looking for vintage. So if you're looking at this on eBay, happy bidding, and thanks a lot for checking me out. I'll have more fans to come.